Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another live watch party. Coming in a day later than normal, but was fixing things up yesterday and coming in today. Let's talk. Max is here. Yeah, I got your tweet. You were looking forward to this. Your videos are amazing. Thank you. Thank you. I keep thinking I keep telling you, yeah, I'm going to get more videos out, and I do, and I will. But just been so like 100% kind of doing wedding planning stuff, and it's like, wow, um, kind of a full time effort. um, kind of a full time effort. But thank you for coming on in. Hey, Sebastian, great to see you here. All the loyal viewers. Org Sonic. How's the wedding life prep going? It's a lot, honestly, just from we were working on the invitations for kind of a long time. Um, doing things like, we have a little wedding website, you know how they do that. So it's like we have a wedding website, we have other stuff, you know, writing that, getting this, doing that, getting the right clothes, oh my goodness, like tuxes and this color and that color. And it's like we were at Men's Warehouse, and it's like Men's Warehouse, like they don't even have like the right options and stuff. And it's like, oh my God. So really kind of down on that. Who do you think would win the All Valley that Johnny and Dana were talking about at the end of episode 15? I mean, I would say I would probably say Devin and Kenny. As far as overall dojo, I don't know, but it's hard to see anyone challenging Kenny. Like Anthony's good, but I think Kenny's better. And definitely Devin is like, top of the girls. Like she was a quarterfinalist after 6 weeks of training, right? And then she made the Sekai Tekai. So it's hard to see anyone beating Devin. No, Eric Sonic, I think this is a good question. I actually considered making a video on it for Learn Party. I just, that other channel I want to get back to. So he's asking, weird one, but when do you think is the right time for marriage, or is there a right or wrong age in your opinion? I mean, provided, I would say you got to at least be out of high school. And of course, I don't think you're talking like too old. That's a whole nother story. Like, is it 85 too old to get remarried? Putting aside the too old, I don't think necessarily there's a right or wrong age. Once you're out of high school, it really depends, mostly on the people. Like, and it can work. My fiance, her brother, who's a few years older than her, got married. What was he, like 21, 22 when he got married? And his wife, so my fiance's sister-in-law, who will be my sister-in-law, she had just finished high school. So she got married like I guess the November after she was graduated. I don't know, this was a year later, but like 18, 19. But like it's been a while. They're happily married. They have a lot of kids. Age doesn't necessarily like show either way. It's more about the couple. There's couples that wait until they're older, and there's couples that get married right away. So it's more about what you want in life and where you're going in life. So if you want to be married and to start a family, That's the right time to get married. When do you want kids? If you're not ready for kids, maybe you're not ready for marriage. It's OG Sonic. OG Sonic. Okay. Got you. Watch Party. Life's weird because of no Cobra. No, it's still on Netflix, man. Just turn it on. This guy who hosts parties for watches. How's it going? Very good. Favorite moments of season 6 was when Axel walked away from Wolf. More abuse victims need that message. They don't need to take shit from their abusers. Yes. Yes. Yes, he could completely stand on his own. He didn't need Sensei Wolf anymore. Robin Lynn is here. Greetings from Canada. The Maple Leaf up north. Home of very good maple syrup. Thank you for coming on in, Robin. The more I think about it, Karate Kid Legends will be one of those meh movies. Like, did Mr. Han forget about Dre? Cobra Kai should have incorporated Legends. Feels like a bad cash grab. Well, it is a cash grab. Ultimately, don't know how it'll be. I do think the director is pretty good. Is that enough to save it? We'll see. Cobra Kai rapper from the 2000s. Hey, watch party, was it up? What it do? Hope everything's going well with you. Here we sit on another night, talking Cobra Kai, no end in sight. Gonna kick it on, keep it going far. Cobra Kai is gonna take us to the stars. Cobra Kai rapper from the 2000s. Thank you for coming on in. You are the man. Do you see Axel coming back to Cobra Kai or Miyagi-Do in a spinoff? If they do a spinoff in the timeline, it takes place around there. Okay. Like if they do a spinoff there in the timeline, otherwise, otherwise, if it's like a prequel, then obviously not. Will curiosity get the best of you? If it is on a streaming service I am already subscribed to, I may turn it on. Like that's how I watch Next Karate Kid. Yeah. T-Flex Champ. T-Flex Champ is here. Guys, check out T-Flex Champ on Instagram, TikTok. He's building a website. He's looking to help people get their fitness going. An Alpha Elite spinoff. Yeah, I thought there was a lot of potential, but it just didn't happen. Boy, Cobra Kai. Let's see. What can we get here? Hold on, guys. Don't I have? Oh, there it is. Website coming Friday. All right. Yeah. Oh, Robin is in Western Canada. Very little maple syrup. Well, my bad. My bad. You're not as sticky as I thought, Robin. Alberta is like the Texas of Canada. It's more beef, oil, and horses. Yeah, the Canadian oil is a thing I know. Didn't know about beef. Canadian beef. Canadian horses? Okay. Very nice, though. Very nice. Western Canada. Really never fear anything, guys. Right now, I'm out of a job. But I got money saved up in between jobs, hitting projects hard. Striking first, strike hard, no mercy. Like Johnny said, yes. There you go. From Thomason, you hear it directly right there. stuff will happen. This will happen. That'll happen. It all sucks, but just keep your head up and go the go for it. Your favorite episode of part 3. Yeah, questions like this are like really hard. Especially with like part 3 because dang, like that's not easy. Here, let's bring it up. Yeah. This one's really good. Rattled. Funny. The Tori Sam stuff is like really good. Obviously the wedding, Johnny marries Carmen, and we get the baby. Very nice. But you know what? Skeletons is really good too. Like this thing kind of came from apparently. So we now know this is kind of something. Well, it was something like Ralph Macchio was thinking, and like they were thinking too. The Miyagi Daniel fight. Um, that's interesting. Were there plans on having Yoon and Kim Da-eun be part of Johnny's Cobra Kai in the Valley? No, not that I know of. I think they were always going to stay in Korea. Oh, T-Flex champ, your family wants to move to Canada. Become Canadian or just live there. But Canadians need fitness too. We'll see. Hate that Julie Pierce didn't make a cameo. But anyway, back to you, Morgan. Sorry to just. Anyway, what I was saying is, I think all the episodes are like really good. I guess I would say X Degenerate. It just ends the series as well as you could hope. But it was a very solid, powerful 5 episodes. So yeah. So back to Bad Sutton. Hate that Julie Pierce didn't make a cameo. Yeah, I kind of too. Um, had she been there, the show would have been different. Um, I will forever assume this woman is a version of Julie Pierce. Um, but she would have been there. I think I feel like what feels lost for me, for whatever it's worth, is isn't so much Julie Pierce herself. Like as many people have commented, the movie's not very good. Like I'm not particularly a Hilary Swank fan anyway. Um what just feels like the loss for me is basically for all these years now, they talked about like the next Karate Kid is part of the canon, right? Um the next Karate Kid is like it's the Miyagi verse. It's part of the canon. But like with nothing or no one from the movie, it doesn't really feel like that. It makes the next Karate Kid now also feel like not strongly connected to the rest of it. Um, they basically played a little with the Kyusuke Miyagi, which is from the next Karate Kid, but like realistically, that's about the only thing from that movie we have is the confusion on the name. Um, and I guess ultimately that's what I was really looking forward to is the connection to Next Karate Kid. Um, that would have been it. But um, So we just yeah, we didn't get that. Deep fake Julia, yeah, with Julie Pierce's face. Maybe. Yeah. How's the weather in Canada? We had faith that the writers could make her character good. Yeah, I think they could have. I think they could have done for Julie Pierce and whatever, kind of what they did for Thomasine Griffith and the third movie. They could have found a way to make it work, make it fun, but they didn't. Well, I mean, they didn't get the opportunity. I mean, you know, and it ultimately came to Hillary Swank. Um, with the way part one was written, do you think they still had hope? Um, I guess so. I mean, I got the impression, yeah, maybe even as they were writing season 6, they kind of made one last effort. Hey, we're kind of in this moment. We can still work her in. It's now or never. What do you want? Um, and it didn't go anywhere. So they made the choice to do what they did. Um, but since it was being saved, what would have ultimately been the end of the series, yeah, they had the door open as long as they could realistically keep it. So let's say they filmed at the beginning of last year, right? So just a year ago, they were still shooting all that. Um, it was a year ago, March, if you guys remember, is when we got the footage of them shooting in Barcelona. Like they were shooting part 2 in March, presumably writing and finalizing the scripts for part 3. So it was probably as close as to a year ago as they would have had a chance. But um, I don't know when they made the last overture, but the door was open theoretically as to about a year ago now. Would have been about the end of that they could have made it happen. Um, wish Mike Barnes made one final. Yeah, I know, but in the end, I feel like Barnes had a pretty good episode in number 4. Um, so it was about as good as they could. It's worth noting, if you listen to the interview on Cobra Kai Companion, I would suggest listening to John, Josh, and Hayden's interview. So this fight here, part of the original idea is you have Johnny or Daniel and Mr. Miyagi fighting here, and they're fighting against the skeletons. But they were going to do like a young Daniel, and according to John, Josh, and Hayden, they were even going to put in like all the villains. So like you could have like the young Johnny and young Bobby and young, Dutch. They would all be in there fighting as skeletons. You could have young Chosen. You could have young Mike Barnes. Like it was going to be like everyone. And it was going to be like Daniel and Mr. Miyagi fighting all of them through the movies. The cost of that proved to be way too high. So they just had to cut it way back, and ultimately just do the Miyagi fake against the skeletons. So, but yeah, can't believe it was 8 years. Yeah, it just seems crazy. Like I was making so many videos a year ago on all that. Um, yeah, but definitely check that interview on Cobra Kai Companion too. That's a good one. They have hot summers. Next month, Robin Lynn, I'm going to be north of Seattle, real close to the Canadian border. Um, I don't know the town, but I'll be in Washington, real close to the border. Um, so we'll see. Maybe we'll even go over to Canada. I don't know what our plan is. Chosen being with Sensei Kim was dope. Oh yeah, many people agree with that. I think it worked out. Like I would have liked to get Kumiko back in somehow, but It was good. Welcome to the valley, bitch. The Tooth Fairy. In episode 13, moments where Johnny told Robbie he's proud of him after his fight with Axel in the locker room. And later, Daniel tells Sam he's proud of her for wanting not to fight. Yeah. Parallel. Wish Hector came back. Yeah. Me too. Talk about like a setup with no payoff. Oh, well. Karate Kid is re-releasing on Friday. The original? Where? Everyone's wondering where Tori and Hawk were. Yeah. Um, Cobra Kai never dies. Very nice, Daniel. Yeah, everyone was were wondering where Tori and Hawk were. Um, like I suspected it was something like the championship fight or something. Um, I mean, I think I essentially got it right. I don't remember precisely what I said. Um, but yeah, Kim and Chosen go well together. Yeah, many agree. They establish a partnership between Kim Da-eun and Johnny since they're both spreading Kim's family karate. They may still in the future, but like that's just details like that aren't as important for the show, right? That's not like I get what you're saying, but like in the end, the show, the narrative isn't like resting on that. In fact, you can even imagine they did have a partnership because Johnny and Chosen now are friends and know each other, and Chosen is not like gone forever. So they may still work. They may even have like an exchange student program. That would be kind of cool. And Chosen has dojos back in Okinawa too. Zara gets some new grills after the knockout. The whole Hector storyline seems like a waste of time. Yeah, unfortunately, I would say that's a weak point of season 5. Like it's good when you watch it, but it feels like it's good as a setup for more. Oh well. Oh well. It's being re-released in India. Well, there you go. If you were in India, you can watch The Karate Kid on Friday. The aggressive fighters, yeah. Wait, in American theaters on Friday. Sadly, none in Canada, but they already shown at my local theater. So you got to see it again. Why are they? I feel like this is like a new thing. Um, they're just releasing classic movies back in theaters to just get people to come to the theater because like the new releases aren't pulling people in. Like they used to never do anything like that. They used to never like put old movies out. It was like what? Like it seems like it's happening a lot more often these days. So when Johnny asked Amanda if she and Daniel were breaking up in the one episode. Yeah. Yeah. What was it at the dealership? He said that. Wild Man Beyond. Due to spin off with Salmon Okinawa, you can tell they have chosen in there as a side character, or maybe Kumiko. I don't know what you mean, Salmon Okinawa. Oh, you mean Sam in Okinawa? Probably autocorrect. Sam in Okinawa. I was so confused, but I like that though. I'm gonna say Sam in Okinawa. That was kind of funny. Um, Johnny got. I got Miguel, Tori, and Johnny winning the Sakai Takai. Yep, the champs. Hoping to have Anthony have his moment of truth. Maybe look at this. Yeah, that was kind of like it didn't go anywhere. Maybe I'll make a short on that. Android TV box. Oh, they're releasing because the new one is coming out. Yeah, that's probably true too. You're right. Sean King, and that's why he was only one. It was their well, I mean, it was their decision, and I mean, you've seen season 6, Max Kelly. Like, there's not a whole lot more room for Mike Barnes. And keep in mind, like they were running very tight on budget. It costs money to bring actors in and such. So, do you think Sam will stay with Kumiko while in Okinawa? No. Um, nah, she can get her own place. The LaRussos can afford it, and wherever she's staying may have housing anyway. Whatever program she's in, she'll be with people in her program. She's not going to stay with her father's ex-girlfriend. It's kind of weird, right? From high school. 40th anniversary, when it made more sense to do it last summer. Yeah, I think it's more to build up for the movie. Perfect. Re-releases are enough. Well, you're not wrong. Like you're not wrong. And that's why they do it, because people do go and see it. It's pretty good. Like it's a nice moment, There's nothing wrong with going to the theater. Check your local movie showings, man. It was called the Cobra Kai movie on YouTube. I'm not sure what that is. No, I haven't seen that. Um, Still sad Mike never came. Yeah, I know. But there you go. Bad move on the writers. Well, I mean, like they're juggling a lot of things, Everyone has their own personal want. This one, that one, this one, oh, they didn't do the one I wanted, so that was bad. But they did what they could. They had limited resources, limited time. And I think they did as much as they literally humanly possibly could. Like, I don't think I could have done something better. I mean, I would word it like that. Like, this isn't a situation where I think I could have done something better. And anyone who thinks that, I would strongly be skeptical of. Like, I don't think I could have done anything better. Because I don't think you could realistically do anything better in the real world. Like I said, sure, we would have liked Hillary Swank as Julie Pierce, but Hillary said no. Like, so what are you going to do? Ask her again? Like, it didn't happen. So with what they had, it worked the best. You think we get a hint of what happens? No, I don't think there will be any reference to Sam or Miguel in Karate Kid Legends. The most you'll get is a reference of like Daniel teaching at Miyagi Dojo as like a sensei now. He'll talk about, I've been a sensei. I've had some challenges. He'll say something like that. Azara Redemption arc. Maybe. It was Sam in Okinawa, yeah. I mean, I strongly suspect it was like, I mean, if he has surgery, that could be part of it. But I think that it was partially just the plan for Mike Barnes. April will be the best month for you for many reasons. Good to hear it, man. Legends is a different universe and not part of Cobra Kai. I mean, I wouldn't disagree with you. Yeah. Like Legends, I mean, that's how I would think of it anyway. It's like, yeah, different universe. Spin-off Mike Barnes. Sure. We're in the middle of March. Well, Max Kelly, it's closer to April than it is July. Yeah. Yeah, Kai Hearts. Yeah, I know. I'm aware of it. You all want every spinoff. Mike Barnes running Cobra Kai with Johnny. Yeah, I that was something I said a while ago, and I still like that idea. Months go fast. I feel Sean Canny is telling me to ask the just because he doesn't feel like explaining in detail why. Yeah, I mean it's the normal response and correct. Like in the end, the writers, producers, they're writing the show, right? For this and that, and sometimes you need some characters and sometimes you don't. And you're juggling everything and they found a way to get Mike Barnes in and I think it worked really well. It was basically what I was theorizing before season 6. I got that one right and they don't they would have loved to bring everyone back as for a cameo. I would have loved it too. They didn't have the money for it and the resources, so just had to fall by the wayside. Um, but I mean, it's true. It's just when you're running a show, you have to make these decisions. Where's Anthony in the next 6x11? I don't know what you mean. Does that mean they're going to go global? I do think Johnny is planning to expand Cobra Kai. We talked about we talked about you see Stingray specifically talking about how they're opening a new location. So it's Johnny's not exactly ready to go global. He doesn't have that power or money. But he can spread throughout the valley. Same thing with Miyagi-Do. Can you do an analysis of the Sakai Tech Hyper? The one in 610? Maybe. Um, where's Anthony in episode 11? Oh, is he not at the opening? He's not there because they're saving money. What can you say? I don't know about Hillary, her reps, and whatever. Like, it's not a secret. Um, so I don't know. I don't know if we'll ever get a true answer because I suspect if and when someone asks Hillary Swank, she may not give an accurate answer. He should go global. Yeah, I think Johnny would. There's money in it, but he's got to go small. He needs more senseis. So Johnny can't go global all at once. The one in 610. I'll try to get to it. The spinoff with Allie. You think Allie picked up so Wild Man Beyond thinks Allie picked up some skills from dating Johnny and Danielle. So she needs a break. And she's single now, so she can go off on her own. It frustrates you. Well, because that's what the actors can say. The actors don't make the show, man. Like the actors like they sit there, they get a call, says, "Hey, are you available in 2 weeks? We want you to come back for this part." And they're like, "Okay, I can make that happen." Um, but it's ultimately, the writers, producers, they're the ones that decide that stuff. I mean, that's why the actors say that, you know. I mean, they're kind of telling you the truth. They're not like trying to be hard on you or something. Like, they're literally, just telling you the truth. Like they're like, I don't have the answer you're looking for because they don't. They don't have that answer. Sam's going to do in college in Okinawa. I guess study local Okinawan culture. I don't know. Ron Thomas said the same. Well, of course he's going to say the same. What else is he going to say? That's literally the only answer they can give you, man. Continue in video games. Yeah. Video games is a thing, but I don't think the Cobra Kai games were super big. There were a couple, but of mixed reviews at best. John, John his business go worldwide. Fury de Pantera helping Hawk and Dimitri against Tiger Strike. Yeah, it was definitely a moment. And it was like Spanish Hawk. That was like a thing. And it was kind of like there was like a little subplot that kind of got deleted. Um, but like of Hawk and Spanish Hawk. But like then when they headbutt at the end and kind of like stare at each other in acknowledgement, like that was like the conclusion of like a little mini arc with Hawk and Spanish Hawk. Um, Terry Silver is the greatest villain of all time. Pretty good, yeah. Really doubt we're gonna get any spin-offs of Cobra Kai, at least on Netflix. Oh, I think they consider it profitable enough to give one a chance. You know how the first does, we'll see. Yeah, it's always the writer's decision, Max. It's always the writer's decision. Um, they still think they should have gotten rid of Eagle Fang. I believe it could be more than a gimmick. The NBA Give It a Look doesn't have the eagle on it anymore. Maybe they'll bring it back. That's a good point. Maybe they will bring it back. I don't know. It looks good with the eagle. Who do you want to fight? Mike Barnes or Sensei Wolf? I think Barnes can beat Wolf. Wolf ain't all that much. The deleted scenes will probably be released a year after part 2. It seems like there's a contract. Um, it's part of like the contract that they won't release that stuff for a year. So give it a year. Oh, part 2, Sam and the girl from Dublin Thunder. Yeah, maybe, but for some reason it's easy to just believe the Irish people are angry and automatically like ready for the fight. T-Flex champ going worldwide. Eagle Fang back in the spinoffs. Depends. That's probably not going to happen soon, though. Chosen as a boring character? I don't think so. My fiance party liked Chosen a lot. Thought he improved so much over the movies. Can't wait for the deleted. I mean, maybe we'll see. I will say, like deleted scenes of stuff like season 5. Like I saw it and I thought, well, it's nice, but I can see why that's deleted. Um, so there you go. Chosen never had anything to do with Cobra Kai. That is correct. Season 6 is not out on DVD, Max Kelly. There are no special features. What are your honest opinions for an off-canon Stranger Things Cobra Kai crossover animated movie? Says the finale. I wouldn't really say they have a rivalry. Um, Stranger Things and Cobra Kai, like it's a fun crossover, I would say for sure. Animated or just like for fun with the actors if they're around and can shoot something small. But like you're dealing with like a grown up 11, like Millie Bobby Brown the way she is now, grown up. But yeah, the binary siblings issues should have been resolved in the first 2 episodes, not until episode 9. It bothers me that Miguel or Sam or anyone from the group didn't make them reconsider. Yes. It was a frustration of part 2. Like I feel like we passed this. Why are we doing this again? That has since 1982. Oof. Hugh Win? I don't know what that says. New Cobra. Oh, you always keep Cobra Kai geese on the ready. I mean, come on. Yeah, the deleted scenes would probably be part of the um special features, unless they do something sooner, but maybe not. The happy evil grin, Silverhead. Oh yeah, of course. T Flex champ like Chosen too. Yeah. Cobra Kai till I die. Oof. Yasmin. She got her hair is wild, man. What was going on there? Aggressive version of Miyagi, though he is. Chosen was great, but became comic relief. Well, he was a little bit, although in fairness, that's kind of playing into the strengths of um, Yuji. That's his strength. Jeff Speakman. I have no comment. I don't know who he is. Is Stranger Things good and bingeable? Sure. Um, it's an hour-long show. Um, so it's like you can't quite binge it. Like you can't binge a whole season in one sitting, really. Um, Stranger Things. So it's like, yeah, it takes a little bit more. You know what I mean? Season 6. They've never said this, but it appears like there's a part of a contract agreement, because it's Netflix. They don't put it out on DVD for at least a year because, Netflix wants exclusive rights because obviously they want people to watch it on Netflix. So it's kind of a weird rights situation going on. But yeah. Animated, you can make them look young. Yeah, well, that's true. Didn't have gi names for students that were never in Cobra Kai. Yeah. Oh, Dimitri. Stranger Things takes place in the 80s. Cobra Kai takes place in 2000. It's the upside down is a very weird place. Time travel is possible. Glad Johnny, Tori, and Diaz lives in Cobra Kai now. Yeah. Dimitri and Yasmin have some action. Quan would be good under Silver. Yeah, I think he would be the same the way he was under Kreese. It would be the same. Would Silver see potential in Quan or be able to direct his anger better? I guess it is possible Silver may be able to relate to Quan better. I don't know. It depends on what Silver's after. So, like Silver, it depends as much about like what his current goal is. Is he trying to get into the Sekai Taikai? Is he trying to win a world championship? What is he doing? And then he molds his students for his current mission. Wish Sam would have been nicer to Devin in part 2. Mean to her. She was mean to her in the locker room. Yeah, it wasn't ideal. But Sam and Devin never really had a connection. It was really Tori and Devin. So there's not much you can put on that. Yasmin looked like a Barbie. Like Johnny comes across Dalton. No, I did not see that. Yeah, that's sex, obviously. I'd like to see a spinoff with Yasmin, just like Dimitri. She seems like a fun character to learn karate. Yeah, but she's not a fighter. That's not her. That's not her personality. It's like Moon too. Moon. It's like, well, I don't want to do any fighting. Always watch Cobra Kai for free in your Android TV. Very good. Would you have rather Robbie won than Miguel? I guess I like the way it went. Although I understand why Robbie fans feel kind of let down. So you can travel to alternate universes. Yeah, the Upside Down is a gateway to many things. There's a little baby. Nice work, Sensei. About made a joke about Yasmin being Barbie and Dimitri being Ken. Not so handsome. Funny. She's out of the league. Yeah, that's sort of Dimitri's take on it, isn't it? She's out of my league. Any season 6 DVD is a bootleg, yeah. Had Tori left Cobra Kai at the beginning of season 5, do you think that Silver would have put together a new Cobra Kai made up of a combination of Korean and Iron Dragons? Yeah, potentially. The guy Robbie stole the laptop. It would be funny if he recognized him on TV or something. Don't like spending money. Johnny be good. Go, Johnny, go. I don't know what that sign says. I'll have to look. It's a nice shot. It's a nice shot. Yaz is out of Dimitri's league. Sure. Hmm. Weird. Yeah. Do you know some of the cast in Cobra Kai is on Cameo? Yeah, girl played Aisha. He's bring her back one last time. You in Georgia. Who, me? No. Cobra Kai DVDs are made by. Yeah, of course. They're not, Netflix doesn't make DVDs, guys. A Cobra Kai Saved by the Bell crossover. Woo! Nah, I don't need that one. I don't need a Cobra Kai Saved by the Bell crossover. Hmm. Ooh, good one. Um, have you watched some of Tyler's content? No, I haven't. Honestly, I haven't watched any Cobra Kai content other than Cobra Kai Companion recently. I've just been too busy. Um, yeah. So, Robin, you're right. I was actually just looking at that myself. Like he had the American flag on, but none of the others had the American flag on. But he didn't have the eagle. I guess he got rid of that eagle. Do you all agree when they released the season 6 DVD in a year, make an extended edition and film some new scenes for that release? No, I do not agree. Like they got new stuff to work on, you know. Dimitri came a long way. Yes, he did. Cobra Kai doesn't try to reform itself from within. It reforms by being complemented by Miyagi-Do training in addition to Cobra Kai. Yes. The two work side by side, and that gives you the most. Get you an Android TV box. I don't even have that. No, I don't know what that is. Louis' dad died in the 80s. I don't know what you're talking about. They still need to fix season 6. No, they do not. I never thought I'd see Cobra Kai. Yeah, it was fun. It was a fun moment. Good for him. and some other cameos in there. Definitely a fun moment. That dumb letter. This is like an emotionally satisfying victory. Tori beats that bitch Zara. Johnny doesn't have to say mercy is for the weak. Yeah. Small device. You watch TVs and movies. No, it's good. Oh, Uncle Louie in Karate Kid 3. Oh, yeah. Oh, you're right. Yeah, Lucille went to take care of Uncle Louie. Tori like knocked her down 4 times. In one round. Remember when fans were excited about Zara? Sure. But that was because they thought she was good looking. Wasn't a big fan of Zara versus Tori or the Miguel Axel. You didn't like it? I mean, it's not the biggest rivalry ever, but I thought it was interesting, in different ways. You know what I mean? Um, Zara's full of herself, social media darling, blah blah blah, kind of rude, dismissive, like hooked up with Robbie. Like she's like totally, or at least claims she did, whether it happened or not. All that. Definitely not someone you can like. Um, and Axel is like a machine, tough, unbeatable, can't even score a point. You know, um, gets it hard from Sensei Wolf. Ultimately, broke Robbie's back in a sneaky move. Is looking to just win, but he makes a decision to not break Miguel's back. Not re-injure him. Kind of a big moment, although he loses because of it. Zara, unlike Quam, doesn't have extreme anger mismanagement. Well, that's true. Where they were drooling over Zara. Yeah. Yeah, it was during the dinner. It's in the last episode. They were at the dinner at the LaRussos and Johnny was like asleep. And they're in there playing video games. That's why Anthony's not at the table. Zara would have grabbed a knife. I don't think Zara would have grabbed. Yeah, she wouldn't have. And she was humiliated by Tori in part 2. Tori said she like hooks up with people's girlfriends or people's boyfriends. Like, yeah, people ain't gonna like a girl like that. There should have been more blood. Oh, I don't think so. It's not that type of fight. It's still a point fight. You thought Axel was an Italian hunk. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to tell. I'm not even sure what nationality the actor is. But yeah. I was just going with Italy because Italian hunks is like a thing in romance, What if Axel decided to break Diaz's back? Yeah. Would they figure it out? Yeah, it would have been bad. It would have been bad. I hope she has a bigger career. Um, well, she's talented. We'll see. Season 6 may not be released as a DVD until a year from part 3. What does a slut shaming card mean, as she said? Like, she was just trying to make Zara look bad because she engaged in carnal relationships with a boy. That's essentially your slut shaming card. But Axel is a machine. He is. Tori is the female 84 Johnny Lawrence. I'll buy that. The actor is American. The character is Russian. Yeah. He broke his leg. Nice. Or yeah, Robbie's leg. Yeah. That's why he's on crutches. My mistake. Yeah. Phil Lewis. Axel lost for Sam. Well, he did. He did. Yeah. Axel did lose for Sam. I mean, does simping get you a victory? Not in Cobra Kai, apparently. So yeah, tough. All right, guys. We did a good hour. It was good stuff. I put out like a short. I'm gonna get more videos, I promise. Like this, I think once I get the tux stuff down, the wedding stuff is mostly taken care of. Like I gotta get this because it's actually gnawing at me, this tux stuff. But I'll get more videos coming. Axel's simping disappointed. Yeah, I know. Like she told him no, so why is he gonna simp for her? It's fine. Like she's got it. She's taken. So go somewhere else. Find another girl. Don't lose a world tournament because you liked your opponent's girlfriend. Oh well. Guys, I love you all. Best of luck to T-Flex Champ on his new website. It's a long process, you know. People won't find it overnight. Cobra Kai never dies. Content will keep coming. We may cover some other stuff, but I got a lot more to say, and I will say it. I'm just busy with wedding stuff. A Cobra Kai board game called Victory, Road to Victory. I'll look for it. I didn't see it. Thank you, Cobra Kai rapper from the 2000s. Thank you to everyone. I love you all. See you at the next watch party.